Again, the trailer blown on its side. We had a semi over on its side on the highway. So a lot of things beginning to come into us in pictures we're going to be showing you the aftermath of the storm as it rolled through.
We'll continue to cover from here and tell you about any damage that's occurring. So far, no reports of any injuries, so that's the good news.
Yes.
But let's go back to Mike Morgan right now for an update on the storm itself.
Well, the update is the hail size we're still showing potentially up to 2.6. Reed had golf ball or so. And so here's a tornado-warned storm. This is far south central, southeastern Oklahoma on the Red River. So it's important we show that. This is down in Bryan and Choctaw counties. But Matt, let's go back up now to the start out broad so folks can keep their point of reference here. Showers and thunderstorms around McAllister. Those are heavy. You're still under a tornado watch there. And then basically from North Norman all the way down to the eastern sections of Stevens County, Velma, Alma, Lake Fuquay, east of Marlow, Duncan, Comanche. Line of severe storms here. So I-35 will be not a good ride here down through Garvin and Murray counties as these have large damaging hail with them. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Still a tornado warning just south of Norman. Let's go ahead and zoom on into that and take a look. Go over to the south dot, put that in there, and you see the mesocyclone still spinning away. But I can tell you right now that at least for the time being, it looks like it's still spinning. But the tornado potential with this is not as high as it was before. But it's right over Goldsby is where it is right now. So it's just barely grazing. Now, the bigger hail here is up in Norman, but the circulation here is just grazing the far southern sides of Norman. It's going to go right over Noble. So let's take a look at the hail sizes here. There's big hail going on. This is 2.6 to 2.7 in the orange, but notice the big hail's right up now into Norman. If we have Reed is right in the northern side of that circulation, still showing between golf ball and tennis ball size. Let's go to Reed here. He's been in big hail. Say it. Do we have his audio? Go to Reed. Yep.
Hey, Mike. Right now I'm on Highway 9 and 24. Just crossed over, just exited off I-35. And it's brutal out here. Big time rain, sporadic golf ball coming in, just shattering the whole vehicle when it hits. There's definitely some big hail. And I'm in the bear stage here on Highway 9. So it's definitely bad conditions on Highway 9, just east of I-35. Tracking it, we've got strong northerly winds blowing into that circulation just to our south. And it definitely looks like night out here still. It has all day long, hasn't it? Heading east on Highway 9 to catch up with this circulation. But I just seem to be socked in with rain and hail this whole entire time. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Reed, just repeating, what was the biggest hail for folks who are down in Norman? What is the biggest hail you have been in down in the Norman area?
I saw just bigger than golf ball, just west of the River Wing Casino.
Let's go to Emily.
And from I-35 east here, I'm seeing a little smaller than golf ball, but they're still big enough to cause hail damage and cause problems. But yeah, I'd say bigger than golf ball, just west of the River Wind. Traffic is much bigger further west than that.
Okay, let's go to the storm tracker here. Check this out. Still the big hail, bigger than golf ball, still showing 2.5. So big hail in Norman, damaging hailstorm in Norman, and red line, center line from Noble. This is the mesocyclone from Noble up to Little Axe, up to Pink, up to Shawnee and Tecumseh. Now, it may try to turn a little more easterly, but it is going to ride into Pottawatomie County, and this is the only storm right now that has an established mesocyclone or parent circulation that is rotating of a tornado. It's the only one in the state that has that. So there are no other storms in Oklahoma that have that rotation like this storm has here, which it's going to have the biggest hail because of that, and Reed's had bigger than golf ball. Emily Sutton is on I-35 near Goldsby, and she joins us now live. Emily.
Yes, hi, Mike. Here near exit 104 on I-35 northbound near the Goldsby, Washington exit. On I-35, obviously goes down to the shutdown. Torrential downpours as of right now. We're gearing up, getting closer to that hail core. I know right now we're seeing about dime-sized hail starting to mix in. Torrential downpours. Hydroplaning will be a huge concern, and we've had the winds whip up quite a few times. Mike?
Okay, Emily, appreciate that. The center of the rotation now appears to be a little ways. Well, you know, it's very, very broad rotation. Let's go to the south dot. And there's nothing in here. So there's Noble, there's Norman, there's the Lloyd Noble Center. This is I-35 right here. This is Goldsby. and then I-35 south out of Goldsby, Noble here, and then down here at the bottom of the map is Purcell. There's Slaughterville. There's nothing in here that is tight in terms of any tornadoes inside the parent circulation, which is the mesocyclone. There is some damaging wind in here, and there certainly is some large hail. It is a damaging hailstorm. Let's go back over to Max 2, and there's a damaging hailstorm here continuing again right into Norman, central Norman, southern Norman. The area of yellow's gotten a little smaller here, so it's probably more golf balls now instead of bigger than golf balls earlier, but still some golf ball size hail in Norman. And right now that is running from about the OU campus down through Goldsby and on down toward Noble right now. Let's go back to the storm tracker, a little broader view here. So there's the storm, tornado warning for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, tornado warning. No indication of a tornado looking at the wind inside, and a severe thunderstorm warning for Pottawatomie County. So this is not a tornado warning. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning here. So that would indicate what we see here, looking at live wind on the Dopplers, and from Reed being inside the mesocyclone for over an hour now, it would indicate to us that the tornado warning in 4 minutes and 30 seconds may be allowed to expire.
Correct.
I-35 north and southbound are now open. That's from the OHP. So I-35 north and southbound now have been reopened. So the tornado warning has 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, and it looks like it may not be extended. The tornado warning looks like it will not be extended, and we show no tornado inside that mesocyclone, but there is some big golf ball size hail. Let's go back to Bob Moore Chopper 4. We've got John Welsh. He's still on the eastern side of Norman here, looking at this storm. John, what do you see right now?
Yeah, Mike, right now we're just pretty much over Lake Thunderbird here. We're at about 120th and
Thunderbird looking back to the west. So we basically have good news here on a couple of fronts. The hail sizes have come down, at least for the time being. They're down to about golf ball down in parts of Norman and down toward Noble. And some big hail also right down I-35, Purcell down to just west of Pauls Valley. Severe thunderstorm warnings all through there. The tornado warning in 3 minutes and 40 seconds is going to be allowed to expire for Cleveland County. The circulation, what is left of it, which is still there but not as significant by far, is now over Noble, and just to the east of Noble and to the west of Lake Thunderbird is weakening. So the hail sizes, as that mesocyclone weakens, the hail sizes usually come down. We do, by the way, have the report. We don't know exactly where it is, of a house in a road. We think it's down in Grady County, but we're going to do a follow-up on that. We have a report of a likely Ninnekah. We think it's around Ninnekah, of a house in a road, and that's exactly how it was put. A house in a road, and we think it may be Ninnekah. So we hope everybody down in Ninnekah, went right over Ninnekah, is a powerful mesocyclone and looked to be a likely tornado. So we hope they're okay down there, but there's a house in a road. We think it's down in Ninnekah, but this tornado warning will be allowed to expire in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and that's all good. Hail sizes are coming down. Do we have, who do we have here? Reed? If we have Reed, we can talk to Reed. Let's go to Mark Dillard here. Let's check it out. Mark Dillard?
Yes, Mike. I'm in Purcell trying to get through this rain here. About to cross the bridge over to Lexington. And we're going to have a flash flooding concern, especially for these low-lying areas around Purcell, going over to Lexington, all down here in McLean County. So it's just pouring down here, Mike. It's been coming down in buckets for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Already have some curb flooding going on. So, the areas that generally flood down here in the Purcell area, expect them to have some flash flooding situations going on. Still trying to track what's left of that circulation, but as you said, it's been on the downward trend so far, which is a good thing, and hopefully that will continue, but we're going to continue east with it as need be. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, appreciate that. Let's go to Aaron Brackett's stream here live, and it's rained down in Norman. If Aaron can join us here, the hail sizes have diminished some. They're still golf balls, but Aaron is in that storm. Check out, he is there. Let's go to Aaron Brackett here live. Aaron?
Yeah, Mike, I'm here right now just south of Lake Thunderbird, and basically we're inside the mesocyclone, or what's left of the mesocyclone. It's going to pass right over us here, and rainfall rate's really increasing. We've had a little bit of hail, tiny hail, but that's also going to increase too. This is the same storm that we've been out ahead of, basically right on Highway 9, just staying out